Thank you for joining me today. This chair I've had for a very long time. It is antique. Prior to me getting it, the springs had been removed and I picked it up at the side of the road, I think. I put a board on it and obviously foam and a cover, which served the purpose at the time. I have since removed everything because the cats tore it up. So I will be keeping the board on here. There's no reason to take it off. And I'll show you how to reupholster it. So let's get on with it. All I've done so far is I measured from the front of the chair to the back of the chair seat and have put a line here which I'm going to cut using my bread knife again, but never mind. Hold it perpendicular and cut straight down. It cuts better on the down than it does on the up, especially if you've got a hard surface underneath to stop it being pushed all the way down. I dissected the width. Both measurements came from the same side so that I know that it is equal. I then measured the outside back and made sure that it was equal either side. And then this side, I measured about an inch in from the front, only because that is the widest point at the front. The chair squares off, but I don't want to square the front off. I'll do that. Holding the knife perpendicular, I'm going to cut that off. If I square the front off, it's not going to hold up as well. So I'm going to do this on this side and then on the other side. Measure in from the back there, which is about 1.5 inches. 1 inch by 1.5. I'm going to measure 1.5 across here, and I'm going to draw a line, not all the way across, but a fair amount. And then an inch in from there, and there's my inch there. I'm hoping I can do this because I want to come in from the edge here, or as close to the edge here, and then in. Doesn't have to be perfect. There we go, that side. And I'll do the same this side. As I say, it's a bit awkward to start off with. If it's not even, it doesn't matter. It's just so that it goes into that corner. That means that it will push up like that and around the chair leg. So let's fit this in. And that is exactly where I want it. Now I'll cover it with Dacron. I'm going to make sure that goes down to the back and down to the front. And I'm going to cut this little piece of fabric off because I don't need it. This is the last piece of the quilt that I have used for upcycling on a couple of projects. 2 headboards and a chair, and now this chair seat. Maybe I'll keep that for something else. I'm sure I'll get something out of it. This goes to the front, both sides, and to the back. I'm going to just cut that in like that to that corner. Pull that out, do the same into that corner, so they can be pushed down into there, and the same here. I'm going to put a centre mark on this end and a centre mark on this end so that I know that the chair cover is going to fit nicely. And it's velvet, so I'm going to just make sure, well, that's the wrong way, so let me turn that way. There we go, even it up, pull that to the back. It's more or less where I want it to start off with. I measured across the centre here and put my first staple in. Turn the chair around and do the other side. I'm going to measure from the outside edge. I've already folded it in half so I know where my centre mark will be, which is here. Now this just comes down, and then I'll pull this on down as well, and it will come to here. So I'm going to just put in a staple here too. There is a ridge here that I have to hit because this is a pin cushion chair, so I've just got to make sure that I'm in this area here when I pull everything in. I'm going to cut in at a 45-degree angle towards the chair leg. I haven't gone all the way back because I'm going to be pushing that down and into place, so I want to be able to make sure that it does go down that far, and then onto this side as well. Just in towards it, not all the way. And then that can go down as well. Always makes a better finish if you do it that way. Having got the back in, there's a little piece here that I need to work on, but I'll do that in a minute. I don't think it's going to make much difference to what I'm doing. And I have managed to miss the rail at the back here, so I'll be able to cut it back. I have the back pulled in. I have also folded the fabric along the warp thread that goes left to right and pulled it back into position so it goes up and down, and I'm going to see if I can get that into place too. Then what I'm going to do is pull these down and into position as I go towards the front. Hoping that's all where I need it to be. That's quite low. I'll move along as I go. So I'm pulling at the front and to the side, but I'm not pulling to the front, I'm just pulling straight down. I'm going to ease my way all the way to the front of the chair. There we go. This is going to be a bit of a slow process actually. As I get close to the front, I will cut this out, and I'm just going to cut it straight. I don't want to angle anything because that's going to fold in probably, but I don't want to do that just yet. I am going to start pulling the front to the side. I haven't gone all the way to the front leg over there, but I will push the dacron up and bring this down and into place. And here again, I'm literally just pulling it down rather than across. I'll pull it across or change direction when I get to the leg. Okay, this one I'm going to bring down as well. Folding the dacron into the corner, I'm going to bring this around and down slightly, just a little ways as it comes around the corner. And now I'm going to cut all of this back on this side and across the front because I don't want that. I'll see if I can get that a little bit higher in a minute. Now, as this fabric is rather bulky, I'm going to take it up the outside of the leg like this. I think what I might do is I'll take this, put that there. I'll take this that I put in a while ago out, and then I can cut up like that and take a little bit more out of here, I think. Pop that back, fold that under like that, put a nice corner on there like that and staple it into position. Do I want to take more out? I might do actually. I might want to take a little bit more out up here and down because it will hold. It will hold because it's going to be pulled in quite tight. And then I can just work my way across here. All I'm going to do, I'm going to cut the end off like that for now, and I'm going to put a little bit of hot glue here so I can fold that over. I prefer to be able to fold that over and then it keeps everything inside like that. And then I'm going to put a bead of hot glue along here and pop this in place like that, preferably up and into place. Oops a daisy. There we go. And I'm going to make my way all the way around because I decided not to put double piping on because it would be really quite a thick finish to this, and I didn't want to put tacks on here or anything. I wanted as smooth a finish as possible. And then I'll turn the chair around so I can get this in place all the way around the chair base. But I think this is going to work. I like this. I wonder if I need to put a little bit more, just maybe a little bit there. Make sure that's stuck in. Clear up any of the threads of glue. There we go. And I'll make my way all the way around and put the bottom cloth on and finish the chair. The bottom cloth I put in, leaving it between 1/4 of an inch and 1/2 an inch around the outside edge of the frame. You don't need it to be too close to the edge, otherwise you'll see it. There's plenty of space. Thank you for joining me on this little project. It is a pincushion chair. I believe, but I'm not 100% sure, but I believe it's an English chair. And I think that because there's actually signs of woodworm, long since gone, but something that we often have a problem with old furniture in the UK. I should imagine other countries have the same problem, but I know that in the UK it's one of those things. I've had the chair for a number of years. I've upholstered it several times for myself, but this is actually one that I will be selling, but I wanted to show you how to fix it up. If you'd like to hear more from me, please subscribe, hit the bell button, and a few thumbs up would be brilliant. And in the meantime, take care. See you later. Ciao.